That's right. It's kneecap biting with the Motor City Lions, and I see that Neil's buddy's in there. It says Tasha Johnson throwing up the heart. Thank you. That being said, we are going to talk about post-trade deadline moves, and then we will go over the weekly pick'ems, and then I have a bonus statement that I want to make because I think it's rather relevant because it's been a weird 4 years since something like this happened in the NFL.
Mm-mm-mm.
That being said, first and foremost, let me get to the captions here. One team punted on the season with one move, and I want to bring that up first. Starting safety Rasul Douglas of the Packers to the Bills, a third rounder for Douglas, and the Bills also get a fifth rounder, and the Packers are eating the whole salary.
Wow.
I
Fourth
Exactly.
down
didn't I
punt,
didn't know they were eating the whole salary. Wow, I didn't know that part of it.
So he
man.
doesn't even count against the Bills' salary cap, which isn't much anyways, which means they still got room to sign somebody else. That is a major punt on the season.
Fourth
Plus,
down punt.
plus on top of that, Gutenkirst today told Sports Illustrated's writer for the Packers that he doesn't think Jordan Love is the guy going forward next year. It's a win-win-win for the Lions. Bam! They just got smacked down to the basement.
Oh,
Wait. They're gonna give up on Love after 1 year?
Yeah.
Nah. No way.
Uh,
Well, he
it
is.
just came out.
They have to.
It just came out as a headline on Sports Illustrated today.com.
Yeah, well, it also helps when they have a top 10 pick and a good quarterback class.
Well, yeah, they're guaranteed a top 10 pick now, seeing as how one half of the field isn't going to stop a single passing game. They already can't stop the run.
That's what I'm saying. And now that they have a top 10 pick, they pretty much are if they didn't have a top 10 pick, I think they'd be kind of stuck with them. But
So now they got 1 first, 2 seconds, and 2 thirds.
well, we ain't got to worry
It's
about the Packers. We ain't got to worry about the
it's
Packers for a while.
it's a great week to be a Lions fan because look, the Bears
No,
overpaid
no, no,
for
no, 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 hey, we're going over each draft, each trade individually. Don't get ahead of yourself, Will.
but
I like that pickup for the Bills. I do. I think
That's a great
that's a
pickup
very
because
underrated,
wasn't it
very underrated for
wasn't
them.
it Minka? Wasn't their safety just went down and he's going to be out a minimum of 4 weeks?
Poyer went down,
One of
or
them,
Micah Hyde.
Micah,
Micah Hyde.
Micah Hyde went down,
Micah.
that's a good pickup for a guy who,
so
yeah,
he's going to be
Mike is a
taking over
great
for
player,
Micah.
and getting Rasul is definitely going to help them. And what makes it even better, like you said, Jeremy, is that the Packers have to eat the whole salary.
Lose, lose, lose for the Packers. Neil, what do
Hey,
you think
That's
about that
crazy.
trade?
another win for us, man. I was
Yeah,
worried about the Packers coming back the last couple games of the season and making a playoff push, but with moves like this, you can see they take it for the rest of the year. So
Day,
kudos for them.
I think it's a good trade for the Bills.
great trade for
Packers
them.
weren't going nowhere anywhere. They weren't going anywhere, so they might as well try to get value for one of their higher valued players. So I think that's going to help out. It's I don't think it has so much to do with Micah going down. I think it has more to do with oh, how do you say his first name?
Tre'Davious White.
Today,
Tre'Davious White going down for the season.
right? He's
That
been out
allows
for
them
the
to put
season.
somebody opposite. Yeah,
Right.
so
well,
it's a big pickup for them.
they should have
So,
traded.
future
I,
Patriot Jordan Edelman, what do you think?
I actually thought the Bills were going to trade for Jalen Johnson, but that's for another day.
I think Jalen Johnson put the trade to bed because they made a trade too, and let's talk about that now.
Bears want
Now,
too much for
now,
him.
now, on top of them being sweaty because they're sweating whether they win a game or not, Sweat went to the Bears for a second round pick. A guy that, let me go a little bit into detail about that. Sweat is
Oh,
having his lowest pressure rate and his lowest sack rate through 8 games this season.
I don't think he's worth a second round pick.
I think they way overpaid for him. Uh, let's start with
Basically, the chase. Oh, go ahead.
you,
Sorry.
Jordan.
What was that?
About Sweat, Montez Sweat going to the Bears for a second round pick. I think they overcompensated because Sweat has not been producing that year as good as he has over the past three. What do you think?
Well, didn't Chase Young went for a third, right?
A conditional third,
Yeah, I think Chase Young is better than Montez Sweat. So
except for the fact that Chase Young plays 1/3 of the amount of games
yeah,
that
I mean,
Montez
I'm
Sweat
saying
in
when
the
he
same amount of
yeah
time.
he gets hurt, but
I'm
like
sorry.
when he's on the field, he's a better player than Montez Sweat. But I mean, I guess it's about.
What
I
up,
think that,
Sky?
What up, boys?
Hey, Sky. I gotta get you caught up here. Rasul Douglas to the Bills. It was a third rounder for Douglas, and in coming back to him, they
Okay.
got a fifth rounder, and the Packers eat the whole Rasul Douglas salary.
I don't know. See, I don't know why they did that. Like, Razul's like actually a decent player, and like so like they were already getting a good deal with what they traded for him, but and then on top of them paying for it, like it makes no fucking sense. It just made no sense to me, bro. Like
That's it.
that's that little that's like that DJ Moore to Chicago for those picks. Like it doesn't like you just seen all the picks, you're like, damn, that's a lot of fucking picks, and then you see DJ Moore down there, and you're like, what the fuck?
Right.
Bro,
You just throw DJ in there.
that's them paying, bro.
Here's
That's them fourth down
here's
putt. They don't care no more, right? That's what that
here's
is.
the icing on the cake is in Sports Illustrated today. Gutenkirst told Sports Illustrated that he's not convinced that Love is the guy going forward and may move on from him next season.
He is the guy though. Like you haven't given him a chance. That doesn't even make sense. If they
I know,
listen,
I
Jeremy,
know.
if they come out, listen, as a Lions fan, I am extremely happy with that because that is
Exactly.
like let them fuck up their franchise even more.
And James
But as
Burgess,
a football fan and a guy that I feel like could do a pretty decent job, what are you fucking doing, bro?
exactly.
What are you doing?
Hallelujah.
James Burgess comes in and says Rasul gets burned on occasion, but he also ball hawks. You know what he reminds me of? He catches a lot of interceptions while out of position or not in great coverage. And that reminds me of another guy that went to Seahawks that used to do it for the Lions. That's Quandre Diggs.
Oh, I think you better say Amani Warray. I'm about to say, bruh.
Nah, we don't talk about that on this one. We talk about him, period.
What? Hey,
Monty Warrior.
I don't want to bring him up anymore. I'm tired of talking about his him, Will Harris, Jeff Okuda. You know what all three of them have in common? They're
Not
both
Patricia.
so burnt. No, they're all so burnt. They make Wonder Bread. They make burnt toast like Wonder
Hey,
Bread.
respect Okuda. He balling this year.
Hey, good for him.
What
He's
the
in a
fuck?
system that's working. Braylon Dennis says hello, guys. James Burgess says White being out really hurt Buffalo. And then before I get into the comments on it, Sky, what do you think of the trade of Montez Sweat to the Bears for a second rounder?
They got fleeced.
I did say they overcompensated. They look like the little white guy driving a big 4x4 monster truck.
Well, here's the thing though with it, Jeremy. Like they have enough picks. They have enough picks to overcompensate. You know what I'm saying? They can kind of like they got funny money right now. You know what I'm saying with what their situation is with
Right.
those first two picks, man. With the way it's turning out, it really doesn't matter what the fuck happens in the second round. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter what happens in the third round, the fourth round, the fifth round, the sixth round, or the seventh for them. As long as they hit on those two fucking 1 and 2s of those first round picks.
Well,
No one's
here's-
even gonna remember Montez Sweat's ass fucking for a second.
with them having 2 wins and the Cardinals Carolina winning. Do you know what the crazy part is? They don't even have the first pick anymore.
Well, has it?
Cardinals.
Well, they got 2 and 3. I'm cool with 2 and 3. I don't even need one.
I
don't give a
know.
fuck about
I'm just
one.
saying, and I think they'd be very smart because they'll get a second back, trade
Bro.
back 5 spots.
They could
That's all
fuck
they
us
got to
so
do.
hard, bro. They could fuck us so hard in the next coming years. If they were smart, right? If they could actually put together a coaching staff, they keep Justin Fields, they draft Marvin Harrison Jr., and then they draft a defensive end or a corner.
Or a valid left guard or left tackle.
I mean, I don't even give a fuck about that. He got a scrambling quarterback, bro. He's got to learn how to actually be a passer.
Scramble and keep his
Full
eyes up.
in full, because he's throwing the ball around, but in full, he's not really there yet. Like the little things aren't clicking. So I think that's just because of bad coaching. He's got a bad fucking quarterback coach.
That's okay.
I've been saying the same thing too.
Another
Oh,
report came out about Montez Sweat today too. He's already said he's not going to extend with the Bears. He's going to see his options in the offseason.
That's the one thing. That's the one thing I don't get about training for players to get ready to draft picks, because you only gonna have them on a rental.
Yeah, the fuck.
So that's
So
retarded.
they're going to lose Montez
there's-
Sweat, Jalen Johnson, and all those guys next year.
Did they not
Hey,
consider like
that second round pick they gave up for him is basically a first rounder again. It's the Chase
Right.
Claypool trade all over again.
my
Yep.
thing is I
that Bears pick is going to be at the top of the first or top of the second. I mean,
Which is where
basically
all
they
the
gave
guys-
away the 33rd pick for Montez Sweat for what, 11 games?
what
Bad
if they
management.
10
overpay?
games?
What if they overpay him though? What if they plan on giving him a huge deal that's over what he's looking for? Then he's forced to play in Chicago because they have the money.
Then the trade.
Because they have the
They
fucking
Yeah,
money.
they have the most
so
money.
they could pay him fucking
Yeah, they have the
$5
most
million
money next year.
or what he's fucking worth, and he's gonna take the fucking deal, especially if there's a chunk of guaranteed money. Like I'm not saying like what if this happens too? He says he's not gonna come back, but what if he ends up having a great halfway decent season? And he actually ends up liking Chicago. Like they
Right.
go
Go
on
get
a
that
little run.
bag.
They win 5 games. You know what
He's
I'm
going to
saying?
get that bag and go back to sucking.
Right, but you know,
Like every other guy in a contract year that gets overpaid.
Hey, go get your paper, boo boo.
listen, if
Amen.
I'm in
Do
my
what you
5th
gotta
year in the
do,
Get
NFL
that
and
bag.
I'm not on a fucking Super Bowl team ready to rock, I'm fucking going and get paid from somebody. Somebody's
But
paying
didn't he
my
come
ass.
out? Didn't he come out in Washington and say he was sick of losing, or was that Jonathan Allen?
That was
who
him.
had
That was him.
interview?
That was him. That was
was him.
Sweat and
That was
Young.
him.
That was
Both.
all
That's
of
why
them.
they're gone.
That was Allen too.
And Deron
I thought it
Payne.
was Allen because Allen had the do rag on. And they were making fun of him. Why you got a do rag on when you bald, bro? Ooh, what are we doing?
Okay. Braylon Dennis says, "What the hell is Sweat gonna do with the Bears? Not jack shit."
Exactly.
James Burgess says Chicago has 100 million to blow, and they are acting like they already are hammered at the craps table. And James Burgess agrees it was Allen that said that. Will, what's your take on it?
So
Yeah, they overpaid. They definitely did. They over gave up because seriously, this guy's producing on a very below average level this year, and you gave up a second round pick, and he is worth probably this year, I would say, a 4th. So yes, you overcompensated.
And now let's talk about his teammate who got compensated right where he should have with his injury prone thing. A conditional 3rd round pick from the 49ers went to get Chase Young to the Bears. I mean, the 49ers.
Niners.
49ers.
Niners.
And it was a conditional pick. And I have heard this all day, and I want to explain it very clearly to those watching.
Please.
The Lions did not have the cap space without restructuring Rags and Decker to go out and get one of these big names. So Brad Holmes worked the phones all day and finally accepted a trade from somebody at 3 o'clock for a player in one of the positions we needed depth for.
Especially after Marvin Jones retired.
Because Marvin Jones retired, that's what DPJ was brought in. It wasn't to push JMO. It wasn't to be the number 2. Josh Reynolds is our number 2. It's
Yes,
to
sir.
help with that
No.
those slots receiving spots. And the one thing that DPJ does good, he does contested catches, but his best thing he does,
Blocking.
the Browns are a 60% running team, and he's in for 83% of the snaps with only 18 targets so far. That means he's a great run blocking wide receiver.
And Brad Johnson loves the guys who block.
This has a Ben Johnson hand in it all day long, if you ask me.
Dan Campbell a tight end, so if you don't block, you don't get on the field. So you already know that's what they got him here for. And let's not forget that he wasn't used right in Cleveland when he was over there this past year. So He gonna eat.
No,
Why
Marvin.
shouldn't I hear anything?
Marvin retired.
Marvin is
Yeah.
retired,
Marvin retired.
or we wouldn't be sitting at 6.3 in dead cap right now. He did retire. He put in his paperwork. It's official. Hey, Dom, welcome to the show.
It's not that. Let me leave and come back.
Okay. And
But
yes,
anyway, Chase to the Niners.
I don't even
Chase to the
I don't even
Niners.
understand why
think.
people are so upset about the conditional third. Like
I
gives a fuck.
and you know what I
What are the conditions? Anybody know what they are?
I mean that he plays a certain amount of snaps, like an injury conditional. That's what it really is. I mean, but my
and
thing
you
is
know
people are
what
upset we
about
didn't
it
get him.
is
Gives a fuck.
and you know what about it is
There he
everyone's
is.
like, oh my gosh, he could play great alongside Bosa, and I'm like, well, he hasn't been healthy in a long time. So yes, he could help
wait,
Bosa.
That's kind of false.
Well.
That's kind of
He's
false.
been healthy since week 9 of last year.
And I think a lot of that is he didn't want to be in Washington.
But at the same time, the reason why it's a conditional third round pick is because he could walk out and injure his knee in practice before he ever sees the field.
Okay,
That's
my
no
bad.
joke.
Yeah, drop-
My
He
bad.
is injury prone. He's played less games. I mean, he's played less games than he's been injured.
That's what I mean. I
Hey,
just
but a lot of
explained
that,
it terribly.
if a player don't want to be there, bro, if I don't want to be somewhere, I mean, if I don't want to be at
You
work,
just
I
refuse
can
to
take
sign.
sick and everything else too. You feel me? So, hey.
Right.
You just refuse to sign if you don't want to stay. But that's an interesting question. Would the Vikings use the tag on him? Because that's what people are saying about
You
Sweat.
mean-
He won't be signed.
49ers.
Right. And we all know Washington in the past, not with the new ownership, which is different, which means new GM and everything. In the past, Washington is not afraid to give 2 franchise tags on a player back to back.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins.
Cousins.
A la Kirk Cousins.
Best
So-
paycheck thief I've seen this set of Jeff Backus.
You know what?
Hey,
Hey, Braylon Dennis, I got a
shout out
problem.
Jeff Beck.
I do have a problem with everybody saying I wanted to help with that for Hutch because he gets doubled and triple teamed every play.
And not only that,
So
we got
does-
James Houston coming back from Houston.
Wait, God damn it!
Every play.
Let me finish. That
God
being
damn
said, what I want to say is everybody else is starting to eat because Hutch is being blocked up like that. And plus, it helps in the 10 plays that Broderick Martin played. If you looked, he had 2 to 3 offensive linemen held up on him the whole time, which is why Walker got a sack, why Anzalone got a sack, why Aline got one of his sacks. That's 3 sacks right there. Plus the 4 plays he was in, they did not get a positive rushing down on top of those. So there's 3 plays where he was negated, but he did make a stop. So that's 2 plays where he did nothing and 8 plays where he contributed.
You know what's really sad?
What's that?
Statistically, because he did still get like 60 some yards and a touchdown. That's one of Jacobs' best games this year.
Yeah.
I like
he
that.
ain't played good all year. We know that.
Yeah.
Their interior O-line is atrocious.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
garbage.
Atrocious.
I mean,
And then they bitch. And then
I'm
they
going to
bitch.
say it this time, and not because he played bad. Aiden Lee slipped in there like he was covered in it.
And they bitch Jimmy Garoppolo for the rest of the year. I don't see why they didn't.
But Jeremy, as much as we hate to say it,
He's been playing great.
you can't sit him down.
No. I understand that. I'm saying it as a good thing. He looked like he was lathered up and lubed and slid right in there and hit.
Right through.
Yeah.
Like Jim Carrey coming out of that rhino.
Rhinoceros. Day, what do you think about the whole Chase trade?
I like it.
If
I mean, the rich get richer.
I mean,
Really, the rich get.
the reason
Rich
why
get
those
richer.
teams could make those big trades, Seahawks, Bears, 49ers, and Bills,
Because they're not in a rebuild.
and they also had anywhere from 18 to 47 million in cap space for all those teams.
Yeah.
It's all about the money. It's
Yeah.
all about the money.
Yeah.
We had 6.3 million, and we would have had only 4.2 million had Marvin Jones Jr. not retired.
Can I say it? Detroit
Say it.
Lions fans, we broke. We broke.
We not
Here's
broke.
how
We're not.
hard-
Stop
We're
the
not
cap.
broke.
We not
We're
broke.
just on a
broke.
budget. We're not broke. We on a budget.
have a whole bunch. The 20
balling on a
teams in the
budget.
middle don't have much at all. And then the 5 or 10 good teams, they have enough to go get somebody.
I bet you we can apply. We can get food stamps. I bet you we can get food stamps.
Hey.
No, but we might get a bailout.
Go ahead.
I bet you we get them stamps though.
I mean, when you got 6.3 million, there isn't a lot you can trade for.
You know what you can trade for?
DPJ,
Yeah.
who only costs 1.5 million, which is just under that break point for the 51 men that count against the cap. So we literally got DPJ for a 6th round pick in 2025. When is that? Where's that draft again? Oh yeah, it's in Green Bay. We don't want to be there day 3 anyways.
Hey Jeremy, I got a question. Do he kick return at all? Because Dorsey got hurt.
He's good at it.
Actually, he's good
at
at punting and kick returnings. Yes.
So hey,
Yeah, he's
don't
good
be
at
surprised if y'all don't see him at kick return. You feel me? Because Dorsey did get hurt.
That's
You know
fine.
what I'm saying?
And in addition, another good reason not to kick the cap down the road, we got a few serious extensions to negotiate this coming off season.
Yes, Lord.
Actually, it's only the players that were picked in 2020 we have to renegotiate this season. 2021 players don't have to renegotiate till after the 2024 season.
Yep.
So that's kind of a myth.
We'll
But
have
that
a little money coming into free agency this year.
yeah,
Like one splash guy. And
So-
mostly, we need most of the money to resign our guys.
Yep.
Jonah,
Liam with Amon Ra
better stay down.
all don't have to be renegotiated till after the 2024 season because they were picked. The two rookies there were picked in 2021, so they have a rookie contract.
Amiraj, who are you talking
Yep.
about?
What did Jonah say he wanted?
Jonah didn't say he wanted everything. Everybody assumes he wants something.
Well, whatever
He's gonna
he
get it.
wants, you get 70% of that or goodbye.
I think honestly, it's going to be somewhere between 9 and 11. You know, that is the one move that you may not have to do. Everybody says re-sign Josh Reynolds, but you know what? He's going over 30 years old, which is a time when everybody loses
wait.
a step.
Old?
Josh Reynolds.
No.
Yeah.
No,
20
we got to resign Josh Reynolds.
He's 29 this year. He'll be 30 next season.
I'm
Did,
doing, I
did
believe
Josh Reynolds even have a step?
Josh Reynolds, every catch he has done is either a first down or a touchdown. So don't
First
even
down,
say that.
touchdown.
Yeah, Junior Edelman, sit up there in the corner and be quiet. You in the,
Is that
That's why I got you
exactly?
in the corner.
He's a possession wide receiver.
That being said,
He's been huge for us.
I think the most underrated trade that happened this weekend was one in our division. They just lost their quarterback for the season. Josh Dobbs was playing at a high level for Arizona, and they just got him for peanuts to the Vikings.
What do
It's
you
a
call
quiet. What? The
What's the
Ethiopian
nickname
alien? The Ethiopian alien?
what do the Vikings think they're going to do with Josh Dobbs other than win a couple more games than they should and ruin their draft pick?
They
Yeah,
ain't
he's
start-
28 turning 29. Next year, he's 29 turning 30.
They
Okay.
ain't starting Josh Dobbs.
DPJ can take his job then. That's fine.
They aren't starting Josh Dobbs. They are not starting Josh Dobbs this week because he has to learn the playbook. This
Right.
week it will be Jaron Hall, and I get it.
It's
'Cause you-
for 5 games.
Josh Dobbs might be in there at halftime, boys. Just letting you know.
What happens if Jaron Hall actually looks like an NFL quarterback?
Right.
He won't.
Then all you gave up was whatever for Dobbs.
and that's a good predicament to be in.
And he can be the backup. Next.
Yeah, but you guys are acting here looking like Josh Dobbs is a Pro Bowl quarterback or something.
No, that's not what I said.
He played.
You're
pretty good
putting
this
words in my. I said,
He's
Jaron
won
Hall
games in
doesn't have a-
Arizona. Relax.
franchise.
and who's the one team that he tore up who had right at that time the number 1 defense in the
Dallas.
league, and he made
Dallas.
them look silly. He threw for almost
Dallas.
400 yards. He threw for 3 touchdowns. He ran one in.
Or almost another 100.
Da- Dobbs has looked
He
good.
also
Dobbs has
tried,
looked. I mean, for being in Arizona, he's looked good this
he
year.
tried
Like
to
he
get
hasn't looked like a
jerseys.
bum.
I just think it's very bold of Arizona to trade away a guy that started all season, and yet they're going to start the guy that doesn't read a playbook after October 18th every year because that's the Modern Warfare release.
That's
Wait,
the
I thought
They're
they're
not. They're
starting.
not starting him. They're not starting Kyler
Kyler
Murray.
Murray's
This week.
starting this
They're,
week.
no.
no, they're not.
No, he's not. Clayton Tune
Clayton
is.
Tunis.
Oh, because
Clayton Tune
they
is.
were.
Kyler Murray start. Kyler Murray probably
I
start
mean,
next week.
I haven't seen anything like today, but last I knew it was Tune.
Yeah,
It
Okay.
is.
The
Yeah, that's
Cardinals
same
are
here.
not
Same
smart
here.
enough for that. The Cardinals
It's
know they're not
still
going anywhere,
awfully bold to
so they're
trade
like,
away the
"Hey,
guy that's been doing well.
do you want
I
this
agree,
quarterback
Jeremy.
that
Why
we
why mess
have?"
up that chemistry?
Because it's tank for
Well,
Williams season, boys. What do you
why the
mean?
fuck wouldn't you?
Man,
Dobbs a free
Tank
agent,
Williams
was
is a
he not?
bum.
Yeah.
If you're a
Who?
team going nowhere and someone offers you draft capital for a guy you signed off the street, you take it.
Exactly.
Arizona knows
Exactly.
they're not going anywhere. Minnesota's like,
Yep.
Well,
It's
number
tank.
one,
It's
we
tank.
don't.
It's tank for fucking
Jaron
Williams
Hall
season,
won't
boys.
be starting by the time we
I'm
play
taking
there.
Drake May over Caleb
But
Williams.
didn't Caleb Williams say he didn't want to go to Arizona? That was one of the teams he named
Then
that he
you
didn't
take
want to go
then you
to,
take
right?
Drake May.
well, guess what? Caleb Williams right now doesn't have much of a say in where he goes because his
Yeah, huh? He
Yeah.
can say I'm staying in school.
He already
Yeah, but
said
Oh,
if he
hey,
don't
you
like
can't.
who
Hey,
has
you
the
can't
first
stay
pick,
in school
at this
forever.
point, he should stay in school to rebuild his fucking draft stock.
yeah, because
Yeah,
he's looked
I
like straight
agree.
booty cheeks the last couple weeks.
if he come out this year, somebody gonna
I've said
try
it
to take him.
before.
He's a first round pick.
This is
I
why
don't
you
want-
can't
He's
look
the
at those
first-
mock
he's the-
drafts talking about, oh, he's the number one guy.
And
His
then
draft stock is falling faster than Jimmy Clausen when he got punched out when he was having dinner with his
the
parents.
man wants to be a part ownership of a team. Like the guy's not going to be a.
that
That
was
ain't
that
gonna
was
happen.
that was
That
proven
was his
fake.
daddy who said
That was
that.
proven fake.
Daddy's
Oh, that dude's in trouble too. The Cardinals owner.
Drake May's going to be the
Yeah.
first quarterback drafted.
Oh,
Watch.
a quarterback.
or Michael Penix.
Cool. Enjoy that, Chicago.
Penix
That
is
being
gonna
said-
tear
Oh, you know what it
apart
is?
You know why Drake May's going to be number
No,
one?
it's Harbaugh and JJ in Chicago. Watch.
Drake May's going to be number one.
It's Harbaugh and JJ in Vegas.
Okay,
Drake,
San Diego.
let's attend to the chat here. We should sack the shit out of Jaron Hall. I don't think he'll be playing come week 16 for Minnesota. I don't think he'll be starting. It'll be Josh Dobbs by then.
They traded.
James Burgess. He's
Wait. While we're talking about that, Jeremy, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but did Kirk get his ankle done by the same doctor Aaron Rodgers did?
No.
Okay, so he's not coming back.
That's
He's
crazy.
not coming
I
back
would've.
like Aaron
That's
is. He's out
crazy.
till next year.
What's on his ankle? It's his Achilles.
It's the
his
same thing.
Achilles.
Same thing.
is Jaron?
That's
Yes.
right.
Anyways, let me get back to the chat. Like I was trying. James Burgess. He's enough to give the fans the impression they are still aiming for the 7th wild card, and Arizona gets draft capital. Bless it. And so gets something for nothing from their perspective. My smoking dad comes in and says, "Evening, gentlemen." Rodney Fouch and James say, "Good evening, Ken." Dad replies, "Hey, James. Yes, McCarthy and Harbaugh to Vegas." That's funny. Same procedure, different doctor. Yep, absolutely. That being said, on an average, and I haven't seen where Aaron Rodgers is off the IR yet. Is he off the IR?
No, but the way it's trending and what he's doing, it's trending for him actually to come back this year.
By the playoffs.
I heard like
He was
end
hurt.
of November, December.
Yeah, I was heard he'll be back by the end of December, early January.
They said he'll be back week
Zach
15.
Wilson.
And that's kind of unreal, to be honest with you.
They said Aaron Rodgers will be
But
back week 15.
If he's won all those games versus Rodgers coming back from that injury too soon,
They gonna rush
Right.
him if he say okay.
Rodgers
They
will be
gonna take
starting.
Wilson out.
You know what it's going to be? It's the Rodney Pete year for Detroit.
Oh, that's nasty.
You know,
Eric Kramer wins a playoff game. We bring Rodney Pete back, and boom, they lose.
Eric Kramer's better
you
than
know it'd be fucked up if the Jets were like 9-3 going in when Rodgers comes back and then they don't win a game after that and miss the playoffs.
he won't be back that soon.
You know what that is? That's the
They're
fuck
saying
around
we-
and find
they're-
out you should have stayed with the hot hand.
They're saying week 15. They're saying
Us Lions fans know it.
I heard Rodgers is
The
going to
first
come back week
time
15.
you'll hear Zach Wilson labeled as having
So that's what 4
the
games.
hot hand is Brees Hall in the defense.
He'll be there the last 4 games, Rogers. Week 15, they said. So that's
I know.
last 4 games.
He's gonna fake retire and go to
Well,
Minnesota.
let's get back to the trade situation. What did you think about Sweat to the Bears for a second rounder, Dom?
I'm kind of jealous that they got him instead of us. I wouldn't have given them a second rounder for him. Maybe the were young, but
Again, that it comes down to having the cap room to make a trade like that.
that
He ain't did shit this year, so I don't
That-
want him here.
And Montez
now
Sweat
he's
is having
talking about not
statistically,
resigning, so they'll
and
probably tag him.
and Montez Sweat is statistically having the worst season of his career so far, and it's a
Don't bring that
contract
bad
year.
juju over here.
I thought Washington was going to keep one of them.
Now they kept none of them. But
Yeah.
anyways,
They didn't resign Sweat. They didn't sign Young's fifth-year option, but they had, like, the first thing I heard like 3 or 4 weeks ago was we can't resign them both. So Sweat was on the block. Then they put Young on the block, and I'm like,
I wish they would have waited a week later though. I wish the trade deadline was a week later because we played.
yeah.
We
Yeah.
played them this week, and I want them.
yes,
to
Patty
beat us.
Grimes, you're absolutely right. We have 6.3 or 6.4 in cap room money after Marvin Jones leaving.
We got what we could.
My thing is this:
Exactly.
Dollars.
if they would have never came out with them interviews, they both would have been there. When they came out with the interviews talking about how they was tired of losing in Washington, they got rid of their ass.
Well, that was Jonathan Allen, not them. But anyways,
Oh,
it was already confirmed.
He's the one they re-signed.
And he's the one they resigned. You know why? Because otherwise he was gone.
Because he's better than both of them.
Yeah, him and Deron Payne, that's the two they gave the money to.
Well, I was going to say, and he's on the field more.
I about to say, if he ain't better than a healthy Chase Young.
But Williams to the Seahawks was the other big trade of the Giants. The defensive tackle went over there to the Seahawks after they just picked up Frank Clark in free agency. That D-line got good, and that may give San Francisco some fits to catch up in the division.
I told you guys before the season started that was my sleeper to get to the Super Bowl with Seattle.
Yeah, and you know what?
I'm gonna need you to get off this podcast.
Seattle has struggled with their D-line issues this year, so that was a good trade for Seattle.
Now
Tate
it's
said, fuck Al Bundy. 5 touchdowns in one game.
who said that?
Hey, now, against Michigan, I believe.
Yeah. Seattle's in a good spot right now with the tiebreaker versus us. Yes, they are, but how many losses do they got? Don't they have 3 losses? They're 5-3.
Who?
Yeah.
Seattle.
No.
Seattle's 5-2.
They just got 2? Okay. Oh, they just had their bye week before us.
The playoffs.
Yeah, they've lost the Cincinnati and the Rams.
I'm firmly confident we can beat anyone in the NFC now,
except
Seattle.
Wait,
Okay.
Wait, we just got blew out by Baltimore, so no, you gotta say Baltimore too, bro.
No, I said the NFC.
Oh, you said
He said
NFL.
NFC. N.
My bad. I thought
Anyone
they
except
said
Seattle.
They said NFL.
That being said, the last trade we get to talk about is our trade. Donovan Peoples-Jones for a 6th rounder in 2025 to the Browns to bring DPJ back home to Detroit, Michigan. Graduate of Cass Tech, alum of University of Michigan. Y'all can bleh as much as you want. This is a Michigan-based show.
Yeah,
you could do that. Hey, I'm impressed. You can make an O. You couldn't do the HDI.
Yeah, we know about the cheater college taking people's signs.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah,
we were off this whole game.
Man, listen, I put it like this.
My dad says Jimmy G String is back. I love DPJ coming here. And here's a crazy scenario that nobody's thought of. 2020 draft in the 6th round. Who did Bob Quinn pick? And only gave a 3-year contract at the time.
Will Harris, man.
Will Harris. 5 picks later. 5 picks later. Who did the Browns pick?
Jones.
Donovan Peoples-Jones. We could have had him then and never be talking about how bad Will Harris is.
Top dollar with the gold flea collar.
Let's put it like this: if he got picked, then he wouldn't be here now.
Yeah, think about that next week.
Oh, but with Harris.
Huh?
Top dollar with the gold flea collar is Will Harris.
That's DJ. If you listen to the real homers, he's our wide receiver 2 right now.
I know. I think it's crazy.
Who said that?
A lot of people.
We already had somebody say that in the chat that he could push Josh Reynolds for the 2.
He could.
I mean,
You guys are
talent-wise,
smoking
he's
something.
good.
That's not what I smoke. First of all, there's no way he's a wide receiver 2, bro. Come on now.
Good.
Wait, no. He's the exact same speed. 4.4 speed. He's the exact same height, 6'2". But he does that. Wait, let me finish.
Oh, I thought you was done.
I'm talking here. I'm talking. I give a pause so I can breathe.
You just finished. Go, Jeremy. Damn.
Why does my man's look a little bit like Mac Dre?
The other thing that he does at 6'2" and 212 pounds is block very well. What did Josh Reynolds fail to do? Number 1, block. Number 2, hold on to the football.
You mean Marvin Jones?
No, I'm talking about Josh Reynolds this last week. He coughed up that football like it was a hot potato.
Look where he cut. It was first of all, it was a difficult catch.
I don't care if it's a difficult catch. After you take a step, what are you supposed to do? Secure it with both hands. He got careless.
Well, here's the thing. Okay, so it's not Reynolds. It's not going to be DPJ. We already have a wide receiver, too. And he lines up at more snaps as a wide receiver than a tight end. His name is Sam Laporta. And he's TJ Hawkinson's wet dream.
TJ Hawkins who?
TJ Droppinson?
Hawk and drop.
Who's that?
I thought Jamison Williams was your all's number 2.
Thank you.
He's got to learn how to catch the ball before he can be a valid number 2.
But
one good.
He did well the other night.
Oh, a drop and a catch.
I'll give it to him.
Well, actually, if we want to be honest, if we're going
Laporta dropped the catch too. This ain't his
Yeah, but he also caught fucking 8 more.
I'll tell you who looked good.
He also had 7 more targets. Jamo had 3 targets and caught 2 of them.
And a
2 or 3, catching 2 or 3. I'll take it.
And James Bridges says, if I smoke enough of this stinky diggity dank, he could win us the Super Bowl.
Who?
He's joking about DPJ.
I'll tell you who looked good the other night, though, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And before we get into Week 9's Pick Ems, I do have a bonus topic I didn't give anybody. Not only did the Detroit Lions wreck the roster that was on the field for the Raiders, they wrecked the front office because last night at midnight, Mark Davis fired Josh McDaniels and the GM. I think that officially puts our team in an elite status to have a winning record and put somebody out of jobs.
You know they woke him up in the middle of his sleep and fire him too.
Exactly. I love it. 10 p.m. at night, he's about ready to go to bed. Oh, man, we got practice in the morning. He calls up, no, you fucking don't.
Bro, turn this key card off at 10 p.m., bro.
They should have cut him off in the terminal.
You know what the worst part about it is?
Pull him into a room.
You know what the worst part about it is? The guy that replaced him with was on the 2007 Giants team.
Yeah.
Antonio Pierce.
Why Oakland wins. I mean,
By the way,
this is like the 8th time in 5 years we've seen the Raiders fire their coach mid-season, and then they get fired up for that interim guy.
And then they don't rehire him.
This was for real reasons, too.
Michael Huck gives the best comment yet tonight. Another Patriot coordinator / head coach wannabe bites the dust.
Wait, what happened? Whatever happened to that dude that was good with the Raiders a couple years ago? Did you ever get a coaching job?
Who?
You talk about the
guy that was the intern before they hired Josh McDaniels.
The guy that took him to the playoffs?
Yeah.
No, I ain't heard nothing from him since.
No, I don't know if I did, Patty.
I ain't heard nothing from that dude since because he was like I think 6-2 or something when he was coaching them, and then
There you go. Braylon just said it.
no way.
Rich,
Rich
whatever.
Bisaccia.
Yeah,
Oh,
Bisaccia,
I'm about to look
yeah.
him up real quick.
Yeah, Rich Bisaccia. Yeah, I think he went like 6-2, and then they were.
Yeah,
Um,
and they made the playoffs and they bounced him and then hired McDaniels. But
Yeah.
anyways, most team pressures this season start from the 10th is the Buffalo Bills. 9 is the Washington Commanders. 8, the Dallas Cowboys. 7, the Kansas City Chiefs. 6, the New York Jets. 5, the Philadelphia Eagles. Tied for third is San Francisco 49ers and the Miami Dolphins. Number 2 in the league at 158 is the Baltimore Ravens. Who's number 1 with 159 pressures?
Detroit.
either us or Philly.
Jacksonville.
It is the
Detroit.
Detroit Lions.
He said Jacksonville.
See this setup from when he started at 10?
Yeah, I already mentioned the Eagles were at 5.
Exactly. I
Okay.
said you already said the Eagles.
Yep, it was Eagles 5, Jets 6, Chiefs 7,
Well, guess what?
8 Cowboys,
Flowers
9 Commanders,
games.
and Buffalo Bills 10.
Where are we at in sack ranking?
Sack ranking, we are at 17th.
Yeah, I was going to say that we've already got.
We've
We're on
already
pace
got
for
double
3
what we
games.
had last year at this time.
Fucking AG, bro.
How many sacks does Hutchinson have?
4.
2, 3,
He's got 2.5.
2 or 3,
What are we
2.5?
rating total
No.
defense?
Yeah, it's 2.5.
4th.
How
We
many
rating
pressures?
fourth in total defense?
The 4th. It's like 4th or 7th. One of the
You're,
two.
when you're
Wait,
rushing, fucking getting
Neil
double,
leads
triple teamed every time.
How many pressures? does
No,
Hutchinson
I looked
have?
at it last night.
What?
The sack leaders on the team. It's still Hutch.
Oh,
With 2.
it's 2.5.
There's no Anzalone. No, Anzalone's got to be the
Ezra got
sack
more.
leader
I
because
think
he had one
After
against
last night, he has
Gino.
5.
Yeah, so he had one against Gino. He had 2 last night, and then I think he had a couple.
Over the past
I
few
want to
weeks.
say he
He
had
had
a.
one against Tampa
Yeah.
Bay, and then he had one against
But all those
Carolina.
sacks that he's had, except for the one against Gino, have been setups from the defense of running stunts, 5, 6-man blitzes. Like those things aren't coming from this fucking Anzalone getting loose in a 4-man pass rush. This
Right.
man's getting free pass rushes.
Fuck.
Like,
Big
like
to him.
I mean, it
I
is what
don't give a
I
fuck
mean.
how you get to the quarterback. Just get there.
Then talk to Aaron Glenn because he's the one that decides
But
how we
he
get
did
there.
Week, and it worked.
Yeah, this week, but he pisses down his leg against good quarterbacks. So
I'm
You
no
know
huge
what? Here's the
AG
crazy
supporter, but you can't be on the fire AG shit because this
Oh,
I'm
yes,
defense.
not
I
on the
am.
fire AG shit. He's on the fucking hot seat, my guy. He pisses
Yeah.
down his leg
This
against good
defense has
quarterbacks.
been good to great for this whole.
Yeah, I don't
stretch
understand it
of
either,
We
Neil.
haven't lost back
I
to
don't
back.
get it.
Okay, Dom, the reason why he's still on the hot seat is the inconsistency. One week we get 4 or 5 sacks, the next week we get none.
No, that part I agree with, but look at the record.
I care less about
Yeah,
the
look
record.
at our
It's
record
about-
against good
He's
Throw
on
him
the
that,
hot
Dom.
seat.
We're
I'd
1 and
shit
2.
out if
You
I-
cannot
I
blame.
would say
You cannot blame
Red Bull's at the
AG
warm seat.
for the players not making plays.
when
My
you
God,
Look at it.
man.
No,
We're
but
getting.
I can-
no,
I
we're-
can-
listen. Let me talk.
Go ahead.
We have the most pressures in the league, and that's working off this 4-man front. So how is it AG's fault that Hutch isn't getting there to make sacks, or
he's getting
Harris,
help.
or Quara, or Kamish are not getting there? He's dialing up these 4-man fronts, and these guys are pressuring them, but they're not getting there
Not
to
only
get
that, we
sacks.
send it.
That's
Wow,
not
I mean,
AG's
it's
fault.
like-
Linebacker blitzes and everything else like they're getting there a
Wait,
second late. That's not on AG.
Like, I'm with Sky on this too. I want to see more stunts. I want to see
Wait,
more of that.
We
Like,
had 5
I think we
sacks.
would get there.
We had
And
4
Hutch had
games
0.
straight where we didn't run a single blitz, where all it was 4-man fronts. That's why you get pressure and no sacks. The only time we've gotten sacks is when they've been blitzing 5 or 6, which they've only done in 2 games.
That's why Hutch
That's
has
what
2.5.
front forward in.
That's why Hutch has 2.5 because he's still doing the same position. He's not getting stunted. Because they're not. You got to think about it like this. They're not going to stunt the guy that's getting a double team every single time. They're going to stunt off of him.
Right.
Right.
So that's why you see. That's why you see like Anzalone's sack he had yesterday. Why was it a free blitz? The tackle literally took Hutch wide, and then the running back chipped Hutch. So Anzalone's just wait 1, 2, and
Whatever
blitz,
it
easy
takes.
sack.
Okay,
But that's what
okay.
I'm saying. But don't sit there and say Hutch this. Why isn't he getting home, motherfucker? It's hard to already get there 4 on 5. But when you got 4 on 6, That's where it's getting like, okay, we got 2.5 sacks and we get sacks here and there. AG's pissing down his leg with his schemes when it comes to good quarterbacks. Literally pisses down his leg. Against good teams, we are 1-2 against good teams.
Bottom line, man, we're 6-2. Our defense rates
but we are 1-2. We are 1-2 against good teams.
And that's
we beat the Chiefs, lost to Seattle, got the fuck shit beat out of us by fucking the Ravens.
That's the NFL.
That's not the NFL.
We're 1-2. Good teams aren't good or great against good teams. We're 1-2. We could be 0-3.
Let's just put it this way.
Listen, I picked Seattle and the Ravens as losses, so I'm good with it.
Same.
And I picked KC as a win.
But I didn't pick us to lose that way we did to Seattle, though.
That doesn't mean the way we lose those games doesn't matter.
No one is allowed to bitch about anything.
Why can't we?
Oh, yes, we are.
Because we haven't been that good for that long to be bitching about little things.
It's been since 2013 or whatever.
Let's just
it's not even been that long.
Let me ask you guys.
I gotta say, my expectations for this team is higher than yours. So I can't bitch about it.
Higher than 6-2?
No, I'm not talking about 6-2. I'm just talking about our defense being never mind.
More
Go
consistent.
Hey,
more consistent.
Baby steps.
Period.
We should never lost. The way we lost to Baltimore was unacceptable, bro. The way that defense went down to Baltimore is unacceptable, bro.
And keep moving. I'm not talking about division, playoffs, nothing. Let's just win in 2 weeks. All year I've been saying the most important game is the next one.
Exactly.
Yep.
That when seeding's on the line is
baby.
That Seattle game, when it comes to seeding, it's gonna matter. Unless we win it,
we're the number 2 team in the NFC.
We're
we
not
don't give a
Super
damn
Bowl
about
contenders.
Seattle.
No, we definitely are not Super Bowl contenders.
Why we?
Why not us?
We're not.
Baby steps.
Who says we're not Super Bowl?
Give me your reason why we not Super Bowl contenders.
Neil, Jeremy
what?
said it like this, and I
Hold on, Paul.
We might be.
Well, hey, not everybody yell over everybody. Let somebody talk.
Go ahead, Will.
I agree with Jeremy what the testament was. We'll make the playoffs. We'll win the division. Hopefully, we'll win the playoff game. And then if we lose, it's still a successful year. We're still a few pieces away from a Super Bowl contender for real.
Okay, like I said, you're not answering my question. Tell me the reasons why we're not Super Bowl contenders this year.
Because there's
right now you can't say we're not.
We need to fix.
A lot of weak spots. A lot.
Okay, just like
Super
3.
Bowl contender.
Sorry.
2 weak spots.
Not either.
D-line, and I want.
Is D-line the number one league? We number one in the league in pressure. So what's wrong with the D-line? We're just not getting there. So you can't say D-line.
I just don't think we're
pressures cause interceptions and everything else like that.
Flowers. Pressures are not sacks. Why are we bitching for 6-2?
Pressures aren't sacks. You turn those.
It's powerful, but it's not
turnovers. Turnovers. So
Flowers.
When?
Can we please not sign the next Trey Flowers in the offseason? Because we might.
Can y'all please give me a reason why this team is not a Super Bowl contender?
Because we're the Lions.
That's
hey,
that's Lions shit, though.
Hang on, though. You know what gave me faith?
Yuck.
The Bengals 2 years ago.
Yuck.
Jared Goff is not Joe Burrow.
I'm sorry. However, if you're not looking at this team as the most optimistic year we've had in 20 fucking years,
I do.
You're literally a lunatic. You've had one too many White Claws tonight.
We're tied for second in the NFC right now. That's the best team in
the
NFC.
We're second. We're not even tied. We are the second seed in the NFC right now.
So, like, what are you?
Because San Fran's got 3 losses and Philly's got 1.
And we're not a Super Bowl. We're going to host a playoff game. Maybe even 2.
2, we get 7, right?
Yeah, which would be
all right. So
Minnesota right now.
Let's get into the weekly pick'ems here.
All right, let me pull the schedule up on my phone.
I'll read it off. Tomorrow night we got the Titans at the Steelers. Who's got the Titans this game?
What's the game? Titans versus who?
Steelers, Pittsburgh.
Will
I'm taking the
Levis,
Titans.
baby.
Will
I'm taking the
Levis as
Titans.
the starter. You're taking the
I'm
Titans.
taking the
You're
Titans,
taking
yeah.
Titans. What about you,
Pittsburgh
Dom?
is horrible.
Leave it.
Take the quarterback out too.
You're taking Levis or no?
Yeah, leave us
Okay.
all day.
Levis and Butthead.
Look,
Gotcha.
surprise,
Sky,
surprise.
who do you got?
Hang on before you go to the next person. For
Okay.
one, 4 touchdowns in his debut. And then, surprise, surprise, look at the box score. Derrick Henry, 120 rushing yards. And shout out to Will Levis for pulling DeAndre Hopkins from 3 feet underground. Not 6, but 3. 3 touchdowns. I was like, holy fuck, look at this Mayo and Cobb.
And he cooked one of the best corners in the game in AJ Terrell.
Well, AJ Terrell is not one of the best corners in the league,
but he is though. But he is.
Yeah, he's one of the best corners.
He's top 10 in the league. No, top 15. I'll go top 15.
Especially
corner.
especially
When we
man
get
to
to
man
the other
coverage.
games.
I'll take the Titans. The Steelers are favored by 3, but I'll take the Titans.
Yeah, favored by 3. That's the home field advantage. That's a pick.
Really, they're not.
I'll take Steelers.
I think I'd my other pick. Go.
Isn't Pickett out?
I
right.
think so.
Getting 2 gloves is in.
All right.
I
I'm
haven't heard
taking the
anything.
Titans as well. Dolphins versus Chiefs in Germany. Chiefs have scored not well lately. They only managed 9 points versus who? The Broncos?
Yep. This is gonna be a booty beatdown. The Chiefs are gonna be pissed off.
Not good either. So.
I'm taking the Dolphins.
Chiefs are going to be pissed off. They're going to win this game. Another fun fact: the Miami Dolphins haven't beat a team with a winning record in a year and a half.
Say thank you.
So give me the Chiefs.
I'll take the Chiefs.
Give me the Dolphins.
Okay.
Sorry, Will.
Neil?
Man, Tyreek about to go back to his own team and eat, man. Give me the Dolphins, man.
That's my guy right
Day-Day?
there. That's why you my dog, Neil.
Day-Day?
I'm going with the Dolphins. Big. I'm going with the Dolphins by 2 scores.
Tyreek about to eat, man.
Sky?
Yes, sir. He finna eat. That's a track team. That is a track team, bro.
In Germany.
Go ahead, Sky. My bad.
Man, who's getting there? Who's getting there first?
Chiefs are already
They're
there.
both already there.
I'm gonna take the Dolphins then.
Man, Sky, we don't have their itinerary.
Statistically
How are we supposed to
speaking,
know?
the team that gets there later wins
Lost by 9.
in Europe.
That is not true.
All
Really?
That is not true because the Buffalo Bills just went there 2 days before and played like crap against the Jaguars. So you're wrong.
Well, the Jaguars had been there for 2 weeks.
Statistically, that
Jaguars
doesn't mean
haven't
one
left,
game
so-
means it all, bro. What are you talking about? There's been like fucking 30 games.
Can we just call them the London Jaguars?
They never played in Germany.
They will be by
This is the fir-
2030.
This is the first game in Germany, so you're wrong about
I'm
Germany.
talking about Europe, dude, over the fucking pond, bro. Are we getting fucking super fucking narrowed down here?
Semantics.
Like, come on, bro. Think about it.
Semantics.
It's still Germany. It's not London.
Still Europe.
Yes, it's still the other side of the pond. And
The other side, it's not
Have a globe.
Western Americas. Is that good?
They do not single fuck.
I'm not out of the country, so I don't have a globe.
So we got the Jaron Hall led with the guy that
Tell you did pass geography.
can't run for more than 4 yards per carry. The Alex Madison. Vikings going to Atlanta to face off against Ritter, who's lost his first home game.
Wrong. Stop right there. It's Taylor Heineke. It's not Ritter. Taylor Heineke this week.
Oh, good for him. So who do you?
I'm taking the Falcons, bro.
come
I'm
on.
taking the Falcons and Taylor Heineke. They got new blood, new air, new everything. Falcons gonna come out on fire.
Dom?
Fuck the Vikings up.
Well, for one, I did not get my KC Miami pick in.
Oh, what is it, Dom?
Oh wait, hang on. Where'd I go?
You're here.
Right
We
there.
see you.
There we go.
We see you.
KC, because the next time the Dolphins beat a good team this year will be the first time, and it doesn't start this week.
Okay. Now Vikings versus Falcons. Heineke starting and Jaron Hall for the Vikings.
That's a nasty
The Vikings.
matchup, man.
Yeah,
You took the Vikings?
Falcons.
Oh, I thought you said Vikings. I was like, what?
I'll take the Vikings.
No one ever says Vikings.
Sky takes the Vikings.
Why, Sky? Why?
He's a big
Lowe is fucking doing really well with that defense, bro.
Yeah, but you think Jaron Hall's going to be able to step in and just keep this offense flowing the way that Kirk had it going?
I just think the Falcons are fucking choke artists.
They just won. Did they just win last week?
No, they lost their first home game last week.
That's right. Yeah, you just said that. That's right. Okay.
Like they're in games against decent teams, but then against anybody that shit for some reason they just I don't know. It's all they're in close games every week.
Turnover machine.
I don't know. They're fucking.
That was a turnover machine. Ritter had 3 turnovers again last week.
If Jaron Hall's anything else like the other BYU quarterback, then the Vikings aren't winning this game.
Right.
That's true. That's true.
So I'm saying,
how's that Minnesota run defense? Is it any good?
Nothing.
Their run defense is better than their pass defense.
Yeah, I think their run defense is middle of the pack.
Yeah.
Josh Dawes might be in at halftime, boys. Got the wristband on.
Nothing
Who
about
do you got, Jordan?
Except Daniil Hunter and
I got
Harrison Smith.
You got Falcons. Will?
I hate both these teams with a die-hard passion. Give me the. As much as I hate to say this, I've got the Falcons.
What? Wait, now hang on. Why are you as a Panthers fan? Why do you hate the Vikings or the Falcons? Or are you calling yourself a Lions fan?
He's. I converted him. Tom.
He's our adopted Lions.
We don't give a fuck about the Falcons. And guess what?
I do. I like the Falcons. I live
Stephon
here. I like
Diggs
them.
owes a portion of that huge contract he signed with Buffalo to us because we made Stephon. Like, I was not impressed with Stephon Diggs before he went to Buffalo. We made him look ordinary. I knew he was good, but I'm like, he's not good against us, and we're not good, so he can't be that good. He proved me wrong.
Okay, so you're taking the Falcons. I'm taking the Falcons as well. I just think the Vikings are going to fall apart.
I hope so.
Neil?
I was taking the Falcons. Nobody asked me, so
He got all hyped and
He raised his hand like, "Hey yo!"
I saw him. I was making him wait.
Hey,
listen.
Damn, bro.
Before we go to the next
Conspiracy
game,
Damn.
before we go to the next game, who's finishing second in this division?
Hang on, conspiracy theory.
God.
3-way tie. It'll be a coin flip.
Conspiracy theory. What if the Vikings don't, like, before that game against Frisco, and then they wait an extra week? What if they trade Kirk Cousins to the Jets, and he still gets that injury?
Oh, that would have been sick.
Oh, back to back.
Yeah.
Hey, I don't care what anybody says. Aaron Rodgers didn't tear his Achilles if he's coming back.
We know.
Aaron Rodgers' last completed pass was to a Detroit Lion. His name is Kirby.
That being said, the next game on the docket is the Montez Sweat D-line Bears go to New Orleans to face the Saints. Who you got, Neil?
The Swampers.
Yeah.
There's a whole slate of terrible games in the middle.
There is.
Call me crazy.
Nasty quarterback matchup this week.
I got the Saints, man. I got the Saints.
All right. Dom?
No one's picking the Bears. Come on.
Sky?
The
Secret agent man.
Saints at home.
Yeah, Saints are at home.
Yep, Saints at home.
Look, it matters.
I'm finna shock the world. I'm taking the Bears.
Secret agent man.
Yeah, I
phone won't stand up.
I followed Bajent. I went to the Senior Bowl this year, and I watched him down at the Senior Bowl, and then I seen him get his contract with the Bears. So I pull for that kid. I don't pull for the Bears. I pull for that kid.
You say you seen him get his contract like you was there when he signed it.
Hey, man, I was right there in the corner.
Okay.
I was a fly on the wall. What you talking about?
I was pulling for Justin Fields when I was afraid we were going to draft C.J. Stroud. What if we did?
Couldn't.
What if we just ate that cap hit, traded Goff for whoever, and then drafted Stroud?
I think to be in the same position as we are right now.
Better than he's already been behind that O-line?
Hey, by the way, when the draft happened, Dom, who said C.J. Stroud and Will Levis would be the two best quarterbacks in this draft that could play their rookie season?
Wasn't you.
Secret Mayo Man.
You were there. You fought with me on it.
Were any of us believers in Will Levis?
I like Will Levis coming out.
I told you Will Levis had a great year his junior year when he actually had no line and wide receivers, and he got screwed over because everybody was gone his senior year.
Listen, no bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Like if Hooker was healthy and Goff got hurt like in the first game, I feel like Hooker could have played the rest of the 98% of the snaps and we still be 5-3.
Hooker still wouldn't have been in.
And I love it because we're not quarterback centric, and that's why we can lowball.
Hooker wouldn't have been in.
Neil, you're not understanding what he said. We'd have never said if Hooker was healthy when we drafted him, we never would have signed Bridgewater. Think about that.
If Hooker was healthy, we wouldn't have got Hooker where we got.
If Hooker was healthy, he wouldn't be a Lion.
I'm not even going to say it.
Right.
I'll just say, if Bridgewater has to play a meaningful snap or more, I'm okay with it.
Yep. Oh, we're fucked.
We got Teddy Bridgewater. I don't need Hendon Hooker for anything.
All right.
I need him for his rookie contract.
I need him a year from now. I don't need him at all.
Right.
Let's move on.
Let's
Jordan,
trade him for Max Crosby.
Oh my God,
gentlemen, guys.
There's 19 million reasons under Max Crosby's cap why you can't do that. But anyways, Jordan, who you got?
The trade deadline hit at 4:00 yesterday, so yeah, there's that.
Joke, you guys.
I know, I got you.
What was the question now?
Bears at Saints.
Oh, I got the Aints all day.
Okay, Will.
Oh, I hate both these teams too. The Saints. Secret Baguette Man turns into his secret baguette man.
If Hooker's was not hurt, he would been in Washington. I think if Hooker wasn't hurt, he'd have went to Seattle. But anyways,
you ain't lying, bro.
Well, it ain't wrong.
Stop hating on Gino.
Okay, guys, we need to move on.
He owns us.
New Orleans. Yeah, that's who I'm taking. We got the LA Rams with Stafford having a broken throwing hand and not starting, going to face Jordan Love and the Packers.
Wait, is this a Stetson Bennett game?
No, Stetson's away from the team, man.
Yeah, Stetson got cut.
Oh, really?
He actually got fully cut.
John Wolford?
Yeah. So who's their quarterback?
Wolford. Will just say
Peter
Wolford.
Lemongello, John Wolford, whoever.
Oh, yeah.
They just picked up from somebody's practice.
Who you got, Will?
It's, I don't know. Neil O'Donnell.
I still got.
He said Neil O'Donnell.
Mark Bolger.
Hey, can we let Will say who he's trying to pick instead of talking over him?
No.
What is it? Well,
I will never pick the Packers. Give me the Rams.
Jordan Edelman.
Packers.
Peddleman. Say it right.
Peddleman.
No. Oh.
Peddleman.
Big mad.
Hey Jordan, is Peddleman a Hall of Famer?
I'm gonna take the Rams.
Okay. Day.
Man, this hurts my soul to say this. I gotta take the Jaden Reed led Green Bay Packers.
It's Barty.
Oh, here we go.
Party.
Yeah.
Neil.
It's only Stafford's thumb, and I'm taking the Rams.
Dom.
Tie. I guess I'll take the Packers. I mean, I don't know. Are we over under on Aaron Jones and Christian Watson playing?
Playing or dropping?
I'm under whatever yards Aaron Jones is supposed to get because he hasn't got them since we played him.
Like I never thought their O line was good. I didn't think it was that bad without Bakhtiari, but that's your left tackle. But Aaron Jones hasn't played but half the games. Watson hasn't played but half the games. I don't know. Wait, is it in SoFi or Green Bay?
It's in Green Bay, so they might actually have some Rams fans there.
Oh, okay. Or if it was in SoFi and you had 13 Packers fans, you'd have more than you would Rams fans.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, Green Bay just because it's at home in Stafford.
Okay. I am going Rams just because I refuse to pick the Packers. I haven't picked them all year. No, you weren't a lone wolf. Day picked the Packers.
Right. I also picked the Packers.
Sparty, remember? Sparty, come on now.
He Spartied on. Then we got the Foreskins versus the Patriots.
Go Commanders.
Go Commanders, he says. He's a Patriots fan. That's awesome.
Drake May, baby.
Oh, you want a quarterback from a basketball school, do you?
Hey, yep. The bitch was pretty good for the Bears.
Hey,
against us.
Hey, Sam Howell's
and got them 3 out of 4 years to the playoffs.
Sam Howell's but Sam Howell's like what, a 3rd, 4th round pick?
We're going against the North Carolina.
I love Sam Howell. We'll get one and I really love that all burgundy with the burgundy pants and the yellow accents.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Foreskins fan from way back.
Commanders, baby.
Okay, he took
Sean
the Commanders. Taylor. Will, who you got?
Commanders.
Neil.
Give me the Commanders, bro.
All right. Day.
Give me the commies.
Sky.
Against the Pats?
Yeah.
The Pats.
Whoa, the Commanders playing the Patriots?
I was hoping somebody would take the
Commanders. Give me the Patriots. Give me the Pats. Give me the Pats. Give me the Pats. Give me the
Pats. Bro, what are you doing? Oh, man. Sam Howell's playing his ass off this year.
I'm picking the Pats as well.
And he's still losing.
I'm taking the Commanders. Yeah. I don't trust the Pats to win 2 games back to back.
Okay,
they didn't win. They didn't win against Miami last week, so you're wrong.
I thought they would keep one of those edge guys.
We got the Sea Chickens at the Ravens. Who you got, Dom?
Oh, that's the best game of the week.
It is.
No. What about Bills Bengals?
Come on.
There's like three or four really good games, and the rest are garbage.
Okay. Who you got there,
I'm taking the Seahawks. I think it comes down to there's several of the good games. Just a lot of the games period come down to rushing yard disparity and turnover battle. And I'm taking K9 over Gus Edwards.
So you're going Sea Chickens.
Yeah.
Okay. Sky?
The Ravens.
Day?
Oh, I'm going to take... Oh, that's tough, man. I'm going to take the Seahawks.
Neil?
Yeah.
Give me Baltimore.
Boo.
And they're at home, and it is 3 time zones east, and this is like the 3rd time in the last month that the Seahawks have had to travel cross country. So, Jordan.
The MVP of the league.
Oh, so you're calling for Geno Smith?
Nope, the other quarterback. The one that they said that
Marlon Humphreys?
The one that they say is the running back.
Gus Edwards, gotcha.
No, the guy.
Gus.
The guy
I heard someone call Gus the bus, and I'm like, I'm with it. Gus Edwards weighs like 235 pounds.
You know the guy that wears number 8? Him.
Kirk Cousins, he just got hurt. He ain't playing.
Brandon Jacobs on the Raiders.
Schaub?
I'm just giving you shit.
I heard.
Brian Hoyer.
Shout out to Will on that.
Okay. Yeah, he's taking the Ravens. Got it. Who you got, Will?
He said Matt Schaub.
Neil, don't say that, bro. Don't say that.
Give me the Ravens. I think their defense is the difference maker.
Matt Schaub is the best quarterback in Texans history.
He is.
Hey,
He is.
Better than Watson because
hey, you know,
bigger
fun
resume.
fact. Matt Schaub has the NFL record for most passing yards since it's been the NFL in a game.
No,
James
No,
Burgess.
game,
still
no, it
Norm Van
doesn't.
Brocklin.
I don't know if
No
that's
way.
good for the NFL. I'll
It's
be
Still
honest.
Norm
Van
Van
Brocklin.
Brocklin still.
Okay.
553.
In
He
the
was
chat.
AFL. He was AFL.
Anyways, in the chat, James Burris says, "Once upon a Sunday dreary, in a stupor, drunk and bleary." That
Why do
being
all
said,
these games? Why do all these games say they're starting at 2:00?
you must
saw
be
that
looking at a
too.
different time
Daylight
zone. Mine
savings
says 1.
time.
No, I saw it too a couple days ago on Bleacher Report.
Mine
Oh,
says
Daylight
1.
that's what I'm on. It says 2:00.
Well, I'm on the
Daylight
Google
savings time,
one,
damn
and it
it.
all says 1 o'clock.
1
Hey,
Eastern.
quit yelling! I understand what you're saying, but on the Google one, it says 1 o'clock.
It probably says
fuck?
that, like he said, it's a daylight savings time, so that's probably why.
Or they're in a different time zone.
I'm in the Eastern time zone.
Because
I
mine
know. I'm
mine
saying
says
Bleacher
1.
Report where they submitted it.
Listen,
Who
picture this. You live in California. There's a Germany or a London game. Are you getting up at 6 in the morning and having breakfast and making yourself a drink to watch a 6:30 a.m. game?
If my team on TV.
No way.
If it's my team, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
My
if
team.
my
is
team
there.
on TV.
I've done
Yep,
it.
the time changes this weekend. We all know it's fantastic. Great.
Yep.
I lose an
Yes,
hour.
My
all
bad,
that.
guys.
6:30. I don't go
Lions
to
have
bed.
had a
till-
couple, 3 London games?
I don't go to bed.
We've
till
had
7.
2 London games, and now we've had 3 London games.
3,
and now,
right?
And now we're gonna have 2 Germany games, isn't it? And then 1 in France.
Are we playing one in Mexico this
It
year?
sounds right.
Yeah,
I see London. I see France.
I know there's at least 2 London games.
I didn't go there.
Well,
I
there's at least
stopped.
2 London.
That being said, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers traveling west to Houston to face off against the Texans and CJ Stroud. Who you got, Will?
Texans bounce back.
We know who's Will's taking because they just lost to his team.
Anyways, yeah, he took the Texans. Yep. What do you got, Jordan?
I got the State Farm led Baker Mayfield.
John
Buccaneers.
Kitna.
Big Dan. Number 8 for the Lions, John Kitna. Yeah, right.
Number 8 in your program.
Number 2 in your shorts.
Whoa.
He got blackballed like 4 games into the 0-16 season because he
Sure
was
did.
like, fuck this team, fuck this front office, fuck all these coaches.
I know, it was great.
He wasn't even hurt. He just got sat down. Then we got Orlovsky and Culpicker.
Isn't Josh Reynolds number 8?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think the
Put that bad
Culpeppers.
juju
I think
on
the
him.
Culpepper years was some of the funniest.
Thank God he
years
isn't
of the
Agent
Lions,
Zero
bro.
like Marvin Jones Jr. But anyways, let's
Hey,
go.
Culpicker.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Sky, who you got versus Texans?
Tampa versus Texans. I'm gonna go. Are they at Tampa?
They are in
Oh,
Houston.
they're at Texans.
They're in Houston. I'm gonna go with Tampa still in a close one.
Day.
I'm gonna go with Texans. CJ balling. He had a rough week last week.
He really didn't have that rough a week. He just didn't complete a touchdown pass, but he ran one in.
He only threw for
They
like
lost to the Panthers, bro.
Was this
I know.
fun
Looks
for
better
them?
than Bryce Young.
Bryce is a
Hey.
bum. He's gonna be a bust.
Bryce beat him. What you talking about?
He needs a
Bryce
midget.
didn't beat
Bryce
him. The
is still-
kicker did.
Hey, listen, Bryce
I was at that
fucking
game.
won that game. Who is the quarterback of that fucking game? I mean, who is the quarterback of the Panthers? I don't want to
Teams
hear
win games. Quarterbacks get stats.
it. Listen, buddy,
Yeah, that's
Jared Goff won our game in
He's-
Tampa.
he's
that's
their
the
leader.
only next one.
That's Will's leader.
Ohio State played Georgia now.
Not my leader. I don't
Neil.
like him that much.
Ooh, I'm gonna run a commercial.
Damn, there you go, Sky. But anyways,
That's
Neil,
your
who you
fucking
got?
quarterback, Will. You better believe in him.
You taking the Buccaneers or the Texans?
Give me the Texans.
Who's playing with their whatever's on their microphone? That sounds weird.
Probably Neil.
No, it ain't Neil. Why does it always gotta be me?
Yeah,
Hey,
You're giving the Texans or the Bucks? You doing Texans or Bucks there, Neil?
give me Texans. The Texans.
All right. Ron?
Texans.
I'm taking the Texans as well.
Baker, turnover maker is coming back to life.
Mm-hmm.
Cardinals at Browns. Anybody taking the Cardinals?
I am.
No, you're not.
What?
I am.
Man, you smoked some
I hate
good shit
Green
tonight,
Bay.
didn't you?
I hate
smoked some
Ohio
good shit
team.
on
Man,
that
I can't even find my shit. I put my bag away and I can't find it.
Let's go Arizona.
I mean,
if they
it's
were in
it's
Arizona,
a second or third
maybe, but
string quarterback against a
Hey, there's
he's
not.
been, he's been there this whole time.
right?
That team play hard up in Arizona, though. That's
They
a hard
do.
play. Yeah,
He's
so
been there the whole time.
Who's starting for the Browns this week? Is it
PJ
Big
Walker.
Freaky or is it fucking PJ
Walker
Walker?
and
PJ Walker again.
Watson, they're saying like maybe he might go, but who knows?
He practiced today. I see.
You know what the funny thing is? If Nick Chubb doesn't get hurt, it doesn't matter who your quarterback is.
That's right.
Facts.
Who you got down?
Defense.
Come on, Kareem Hunt.
The Cardinals are starting the whitest quarterback name in the NFL, Clayton Tune.
That really is
Jaron
some,
Hall.
that really is
But anyway.
some Southern Kentucky shit.
Patty Grimes says, I will take the Cardinals.
Smart man.
You know what? I'm not betting against that Cleveland defense.
Is he
But
from
this is
Utah?
Cleveland. This is Cleveland. They
Montana,
bound to lose a game
Iowa?
they ain't supposed to lose. So I'm telling you, I see it all the time. I hear about the crying and everything.
Probably like a
Virginia?
race to 13, right?
Lock it in.
It's a race to about 15, yeah. Over unders 32.
So a race to 17.
Yep.
17-15. I'll take the Browns 17-15.
I agree with Eric. Good.
What a nasty.
I agree with Eric.
Finally get the monkey off their back and beat the bye week 70-0. I love it,
I
Eric.
say 69-0. It's a better score.
Nah.
Listen, Rob Gronkowski.
Come on, Will.
Listen, Travis Kelsey.
I can't root for Watson. Watson's not playing. It's PJ Walker.
He might.
What Watson ever do?
He didn't say no to the massage parlor.
Oh, you probably wouldn't say no.
He did a lot, and
Yes,
he
would.
did a lot.
Oh,
and
you
he
wouldn't have.
with a
No,
lot.
you
Lock
wouldn't.
it in.
Neil, shut up, bro.
Over.
You're
Why
Why you gotta just lie to all your fans?
My neck and my back.
Hey, wait, listen.
Lick my
Guys,
and my crack.
Jeremy would have wheeled
I got
his ass
message.
in there if he didn't have legs, motherfucker.
Listen. Worst trade: Deshaun Watson or Russell Wilson?
Hey, you can
Deshaun
talk
Watson
to
by
my
a mile.
Jersey guy right down here at the bottom. I'm going to say it just like I told Neil the first time he was on my show. I bought a black Hendon Hooker jersey because I've never had either.
It's right on the top of the pile.
Oh man, that's
Hey, you know who's going to win the Browns game?
Go on, Day Day. It's funny and you know it.
Man, I don't think
that
my
is,
Tracy Walker
man.
jersey.
That's so wrong, but it's
But wait,
funny.
I'm not joking. Wait, he's getting out the jersey right now. I can't wait.
Can I
to
get my
have
Tracy
it.
Walker?
Look at
Am I
that.
holding it up high enough?
Yeah. He actually went there. It is perfect. That's sexy.
Yeah, it is.
I need that Tracy Walker.
We haven't done
Money.
another order. I said when we're getting ready to do
Donate
the
to
order,
the
we'll let you
cause.
know.
We're trying. We got to get to 350.
So in other words, we got to order, what is it, like 11 jerseys?
Huh?
11 jerseys, 12 altogether?
Who wants to give
Yeah,
me
right
a
in there. I've already got
discount
like
to my account for
150-ish
my late
or
birthday
so.
present.
Okay. I can't root for Watson. Bob Kraft trades for Watson in the offseason. That's funny.
That would be interesting.
That would dash the hopes of Jordan getting Caleb Williams at pick 10.
I just think they have similar interests, like I think what Eric's thinking.
Right.
Bob, the hell no.
Oh, he bounced out on that one. I got him. He didn't like that one. Oh. So the next game on the docket. Wait, I didn't get your take. Who do you got? Cardinals or Browns, Will?
Browns.
Why you say it like that?
Ooh.
Browns.
Here we go.
You already know why, Neil.
Colts at Panthers. Who you got, Neil?
The Panthers, man. Colts at Panthers?
Yeah.
Give me the Colts. Give me the Colts. Give me the Colts.
I would say Minshew. Oh, okay. He's already back. Okay, good. And welcome back, Mr.
So
Jordan
what I was
Edelman.
gonna say is, did you guys hear who's winning the Browns game?
No, who you got?
I got Bernie Kosar. You know why?
Why?
One.
Because he already stole Taylor Swift from Travis Kelce.
Ooh.
So that's why I'm taking the Browns.
Okay. Anyways, who you got, Day Day?
What are we talking about?
Colts and
Pats
Panthers.
Browns. Oh, Colts and Panthers?
Yeah,
Where's it at?
in Carolina. Minshew mania, baby.
I'm gonna take the Pee Wee quarterback himself, Bryce Young. Beat the Colts.
Oh man, you're gonna hurt Will's feelings. They're not gonna be able to get Marvin Harris. Oh wait, they can't because they don't have that first round pick. Never mind. Let the Panthers win. It's a lose for Chicago that way. But anyway, Sky, who you got?
I got the Colts.
Dom?
Colts. Jonathan Taylor and Zach Moss are just too much.
Jordan?
The stash.
The stash. Uncle Rico. Yeah, I'm taking Uncle Rico in this one too. What about you, Will?
He was like, I don't even want to fuck up my team's draft pick. I don't have it.
I haven't picked the Panthers that much this year anyway.
This will be the game to pick the Panthers.
You're bad. There's no reason to win any more games.
No,
Serious.
we want the Panthers.
Trust me,
to
I've
win.
been here.
As a Lions fan, I would love for the Panthers to smack the dog shit out of everybody left on their schedule, because that means that Bears pick is just all the worse.
That just means that just means the Panthers might win their own division if they do that.
Well, you live in Carolina?
Shouldn't accept the Panthers.
He does.
Who?
You live in Carolina?
And then we got the New York Football Giants traveling to Las Vegas to face off the coachless
Lost wages.
the coachless Raiders. Who you got, Will Vogel?
Have a coach.
Yeah, they promoted the linebackers coach, Anthony Pierce. I know.
Who's a former Giant.
Antonio Pierce.
I will take the Giants.
Yeah, it seems how Aiden and Connell's starting because they benched Jimmy G. But anyways, Neil, who you got?
The Raiders.
Day-Day?
Man, that's another nasty quarterback matchup.
We got Danny Pesos because he's not good enough to be called Danny Dimes anymore.
Is he playing? Is he going to play?
Maybe.
He's practicing again.
And it'd be DeVito. I think DeVito is going to be the quarterback for the Giants because Tyrod's out for the foreseeable future.
He got hurt again.
Then
And O'Connell.
Chet Holmgren
he had to go to the hospital.
Grew his hair out trying to get to 200 pounds. Failed.
I'm going to take. Give me the Raiders, man.
Look at this goof. Look at him. Inbounding the ball.
What game is that?
That is
OKC,
Sunday at
New Orleans.
4:25.
Chet Holmgren.
Oh, what are you...
Skinnier
Oh,
than
I
me.
weigh more than that
7
guy. And I'm
feet tall.
4.5 shorter than him.
Well, we're talking about Giants and Raiders right now, and we need a pick from Day-Day.
I did. I guess said the Raiders.
Okay. Sky?
I like O'Connell, so I'm gonna take the Raiders.
Dom?
You just shut my mouth. He yammed one. Raiders. Antonio Pierce is a former Giants player, and we know how the Raiders love to pretend like they're an NFL football team when they fire their head coach mid-season and then go on a run, and then don't hire the guy.
Right.
Head coach, GM, and offensive coordinator are all fired today.
Yeah.
They're all trash.
Who's chomping the chips?
They're all trash.
Or beer nuts or something?
My mic is off, so it ain't me.
This guy. Look at him.
What?
Is that Cade?
That is Chet
No.
Holmgren.
I can't. I don't know
Be
who it is. I
careful.
can't see.
Seven-
7 feet tall
Dom,
and 10 pounds heavier than me.
Dom,
Okay, Jordan, who
flip
you got?
it back to you. Jeremy could get taken down for copyright.
Oh,
No.
get out of here.
That's different.
That
That's
was
if you-
Slender Man.
Yeah. That's not
Here
true.
are the product details from Amazon. Amazon Smart Plug.
Oh, here they come. Oh, it's Amazon. They'll take you down. They have nothing to do with this. Amazon will take you down.
All right, who you got there, Jordan?
You said Giants, Raiders,
Yeah,
the punters.
Mm-hmm.
the punters.
The punters are going to win this one because it's going to be a 30-punt game. Both teams
Jeremy,
gonna
are you coaching the Raiders? Is what Patty Grimes asked. Hell no, I would never coach the Raiders. That's actually a Lions hat.
Shit, I would.
I would too.
With a better O-line and even Jimmy G.
Shit.
Josh
Sign me up.
Jacobs and
Hey, sign
Devontae
me up as
Adams.
Sign me up as the Raiders offensive
The
coordinator.
guys.
I'll take those weapons.
Yeah. Get a better O-line.
Okay. Cowboys at Eagles. Who you got, Will?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Jesus Christ.
It's going to be a really good game. But
You
I
raised
think
your
it's-
hand and picked the Cowboys. Put your
Okay,
fucking
whoa. Can we let people get their take before people talk?
Sorry. Go ahead, Will. Sorry.
Eagles in a close one.
All right. Neil?
Don't you dare.
Eagles.
Thank you.
Day.
Eagles. I'll never pick the Cowboys to win shit. Dak's ass.
Cool. Doesn't matter.
Guy?
The Cowboys.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dom, your turn.
Can anybody hear my vacuum going in the living room?
Barely.
Yeah.
Huh?
Barely.
Come on, Eagles.
Barely?
Dak doesn't beat anyone that's good.
All right, Jordan.
If this was a playoff
I'll tell her
game,
to stop.
I'd be taking the Eagles. But it's not. So I'm taking the Cowboys.
Oh,
What is that noise?
What's
hang
that
on.
noise?
Maybe I could see that.
What is that noise in the background? It
That's
sounds
his
like-
vacuum. That's what he said.
Yeah, but I heard something that
Sounded
sounded like
he was
feedback,
gonna get
not a
fucking
vacuum.
sucked up into a
That's-
spaceship.
That's a vacuum, bro.
Oh, okay. It just got weird all of a sudden. It was like, what the hell just happened? That sounded weird, like it
Yeah,
was ringing.
super high pitch.
You probably heard my kid yelling too. My kid's a loser.
All right. Next up on the docket, the Sunday night game is the Bills at the Bengals. Who you got, Jordan?
The team right down the road from me.
So the Bills, I got you. All right, Dom.
It's not the Bills, but okay.
Oh, I forgot. You're a Patriots fan, but you live in Ohio. Sorry. Okay, so you're taking the Bengals.
Yeah.
Who you got, Dom?
Bengals, because it's at home. They got the run game going. I think this is I can't even say like secondary. Like either the Bills or the Bengals are a legit contender, and whoever wins this game, it's them. And still KC, but that's it. And Baltimore can eat a whole bowl full of dicks because no. And no one else from that division.
All right, Sky, who you got?
Where are they playing at?
Cincinnati.
Cincy.
At Cincy.
Sunday
2.5
night
point
football.
favorite.
The return of where the incident happened.
Yep. And on a primetime game again.
No, it's just 4:00.
No,
No,
it's
Sunday
eight-
night.
it's
Sunday
Sunday
night
night game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes. Really.
And remember, the Bengals were tearing them up at that point, and the Bills were tearing them up, and the Bengals were trying to mount a comeback when that happened.
No, Bengals were ahead when that happened.
I'm gonna say
guys-
the Bills just because Josh Allen.
Leonard Fournette.
Josh Allen is.
And
Gosh,
Leonard
yeah.
Fournette.
It only took them an extra whole offseason and 8 weeks, 7
finally
weeks,
sign
but they
him.
finally got a fucking running back.
So who you got, Dave? You said Bengals, right? Dave?
Yeah, I said,
Okay,
yeah, I said
and
the Bengals.
Sky, who you got?
I got the Bills.
You got the Bills. Dom.
I said Bengals.
Okay, Jordan, and you said Bengals.
Yeah.
Neil, that's where we're at. Neil.
Bengals.
Will.
Bengals.
I think it's the bounce back game. I think the Bills are actually going to win this on the road.
I can see it.
Oh boy. Then we got the West Coast team from SoFi going all the way to the East Coast. There's no game in SoFi this week for the first time this season. The Chargers at the Jets. Who you got, Will, for Monday Night Football? Chargers at Jets. Does this Monday Night Football schedule almost sound as bad as the Thursday Night Football games from last year?
Oh God,
It
the
does.
It's about
Thursday night
that way.
football games for the first 5 years.
Can
Not
I
to
say
mention the
something?
commentators.
Yeah, go ahead, Will.
Go Chargers.
yeah, you just love saying that. Neil, who you got?
Not the Chargers.
That's what I thought. Day Day?
Jets, Jets.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Uh,
Sky?
The Jets.
Yeah, Dom.
Jets. Chargers aren't like they chargered to start the season, started out shitty. Now they're just bad.
Oh,
Normally, right about now is when they start to turn it around, win a few games, make you believe. No. Brees Hall.
No, he
My
jumped out.
birthday. What do you call that shit? Birthday twin.
Yep.
All right, I am taking the Jets. And here comes Jordan to say Chargers or Jets.
Oh, Wilson Chargers. Fuck off.
I can't believe I'm saying this for once in my life,
Hey, mute your mic.
Jets.
but the New York Jets will be 5-3 after this week with Zach Wilson at quarterback.
Let's go.
Hey, wait, you know what's crazy about that? If the Bills lose, it's coming down to the Jets in Miami.
Wow.
Think about that.
If the Bills lose, the Jets are in first if they win.
No, it's still Miami as long as they beat the Chiefs.
Well,
They won't.
Yeah, that's assuming Kansas City's.
They won't.
they will.
Because
They will.
next time the Dolphins beat a good team this year will be the first time.
Joe
Bro,
Bucker.
look at their record.
I will never say
Here's the
never.
comment. Wait. This is the comment of the night. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman are superheroes. Ace and Gary, the ambiguously gay duo.
No, listen. This week, I was happy to see them standing up rather than sitting down pantsless and diddling each other.
Yeah, hey, you know, I'll go back to what I've always said they were. It's Joe fucking White Jay-Z. I'm serious. Don't get mad at me. Go look at the promo picture for Troy Aikman for Monday Night Football right now and bring up a picture of Jay-Z and put them right next to each other.
Same dude.
I can see.
Same dude.
Oh man, I need to go to bed. I'm tired.
Neil's like, oh my god, I can't believe I just heard that.
Story.
You never
there's
know
our
what you're going to
Pick
hear
Ems,
on my
guys.
show.
Oh,
No, that's it, guys. That's the whole week of football. That's all 14 games being played. Troy
Yep.
and Joe visit the Turkish bathhouse in
hey
every city
Dom,
they
stay
visit.
after the show. I want to tell you something funny.
I want to thank everybody for coming in. What's your hot take this week there, Day Day?
Wow. Oh, y'all go around and let me think of one
Okay.
first.
Neil, you got one?
I knew you were gonna come to me next. God dang. Even though y'all didn't we didn't pick up who y'all won the trade deadline, everything gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right.
Now, let's throw out a hypothetical out there. All I see out there commenting are Lions fans. Here are two young corners that we could pick up for depth if we need to that would be vet minimum pieces. Desmond King of the Steelers or Greedy Williams, who would you take?
Greedy Williams.
King.
I would reunite Desmond King with Cam Sutton myself because they were pretty formidable together last year with Pittsburgh. Greedy Williams, when I saw what he did at the combine, he doesn't have the heart for football. He was drafted in what was it, the second round by Cleveland, and became the dime back by the fourth game.
Yeah, dropped. He's supposed to be a first-round pick.
Right.
I saw those early mocks that had us taking him at like 12.
All right, my hot take.
Yes, sir.
Zach Wilson goes for 350 and 3 touchdowns, and the Jets dog walk the Chargers.
You tripping?
I'm talking 34-14 dog walk them, bro.
Ooh.
I don't like that, but yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Something
Yeah.
like
that.
it's a hot take for a reason.
It's
That's almost bad as Mike saying,
That's so hot. It's almost
Bill
It's
Harris
one chip
250.
challenge hot. I'll tell you that.
all right. Sky, what's your hot
I'm
take?
putting
this
20
week?
on the parlay for it. Let's go.
Ugh. Dude. Hot take.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I don't know. Deshaun Watson sits again.
All right.
The
Dom?
19th week in a row.
Do you got a hot take?
$300 million man.
He's thinking. What do you think they're done?
What's the most one-sided like Vegas line score looking all week? Like who's favored by the most?
See, somebody was at like 9.5.
Yeah, somebody is 9. Was it the Texans over Bucks?
The Saints are 8.5 over the Bears.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's what it was. It was 8.5. Yeah, Bears. Saints over Bears.
Wow.
not that one. Well, the second highest Vegas spread, the underdog not only wins but covers that spread on the other side.
Second highest is
Cleveland.
Is it Cleveland?
Has to be Cleveland over Arizona because they're at home.
Cleveland's 8, and then it's the Ravens at 6 at Seahawks.
Oh,
There you go. It's
Or
the
Seahawks,
Seahawks.
Ravens.
It's the Seahawks winning by the Ravens by a touchdown.
that Lion Destroyer PJ Walker gets hurt, and they got to bring back homeboy from UCLA.
Charbonnet.
Dorian Thompson-Robinson.
That guy.
DTR.
No,
All right.
Charbonnet, the running back.
Talking about the
He's talking
quarterback.
about quarterbacks. PJ Walker
We don't
gets
even.
hurt, and DTR has to start.
Michigan running back, backing up a Michigan State running back. Nothing else needs to be said.
Facts.
Go.
Even though
All right.
Charbonnet had more success at UCLA than he did at Michigan.
He did. Will, what's your hot take this week?
That's tough. Wow, that's tough.
That he doesn't have.
I think. Who did the Titans play?
The Titans just beat the Falcons in their house.
No, I meant this week. Oh, they played the Steelers.
Yeah.
Tomorrow.
I'm gonna say that Joey Porter Jr. picks off Levis.
For a pick 6 or just a pick?
Just a pick.
Okay. My hot take is Chase Young gets hurt going out of the tunnel, and San Francisco gets to keep their third round pick.
Ooh!
Doodle.
Come on, that would be the funniest shit ever.
It would be. That would be pretty funny.
It's fucked up.
Anyway.
That's fucked up, he says.
It's fucked up.
As a joke, it's the funniest shit you ever heard.
Yes.
Come on now.
You fucked up.
Hey, Odell Beckham Jr. has been on and off the IR ever since he got there, and I said his injury report starts 10 feet off the tarmac.
He was
He,
It
a,
does.
uh,
That's
he was a
true.
year out of football
hey,
too, though.
he flung his helmet or some shit 'cause he was mad 'cause he didn't have any catches. But they won, but no catches.
Right.
He's trying to get them incentives. Shit,
Well,
he trying
let's
to get that
talk
bag.
about everybody's favorite fake sponsor in the world. It's FTP, and no, it's not the florist. What is it, guys?
Fuck the
Fuck the
Packers.
Packers.
SFTP. Sorry for the Packers.
No, I
No,
never
no,
feel sorry
no.
for them looking horrible.
They don't even have an owner.
Yeah, they do. They have that conglomerate of all the
Yeah,
people that
of
own a
all those,
share.
and every one of them are dumber than all of us.
I
I ain't
still
dumb.
think.
Online
Bar's
between
not too high on
Hey,
that,
wait.
man. Bar's not too
After
high.
going 4-1 since we had Dan Campbell here, does that make Sheila a 60% owner of the Packers now?
more than that.
Yes, it does.
Check my IQ.
According to my
I'm very
math.
smart.
Me too.
Good
No,
back.
you're not. You're an Ohio State fan. You ain't all that
listen.
smart.
James.
I don't give.
Patty
Okay,
Grimes
Cardinals-
says my hot take is Clayton Tune beats the Browns, and James Rivers says
No.
my hot take is Arby's is over Burger King and McDonald's. That goes without saying.
You
I
just
would
love,
rather
No,
have
that
an
goes without
Arby's
James
saying.
just
roast
loves
beef.
the meats. That's all it is.
Arby's.
+1 to Sky. I'm sorry, James. It may have been a burn, but that's +1 to Sky.
Anyway, woo.
That being said, I want to give a shout out to my other sponsor, my buddy that does window tending up there in Saginaw. That is Gloss Negron. There's his phone number. Call up there, get an appointment. He does an excellent job. You can see him work on this whip here, like this Maserati, and make it look good again. Or this nice little Chrysler 300C.
Yep.
He does really good work. This has been Kneecap Biting with the Motor City Lions and the NFL Roundtable Talks. I want to thank all of my guests, Jordan, Dom, Sky, Day Day, Neil, and Will. Yes, it was dominated by Lion fans, but as it should be, seeing how we're 6-2 and the second seed in the NFC as it stands right now. Because
AG for Coach of the Year.
oh shit.
Yep, yes.
MCDC for Coach of the Year. That would be Assistant of the Year for AG.
Doug.
Okay, thank you. Thank you.
But in all actuality, we have the second ranked offense in the NFL. So is it Ben Johnson and AG up for this award?
No, Ben Johnson's been mediocre.
Ben Johnson.
We have
for
the second
sure.
ranked
AG
offense in the league.
I don't know how.
AG
Offense
needs
must be
to
down
sit-
this year because our offense
AG
is not
needs
been
to
that great.
sit back and let the real assistant win the assistant award.
Thanks for having me on, Jeremy. Appreciate you.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
heard me.
Hey,
Yeah,
Neil.
appreciate you having me on, Jim.
I appreciate all of y'all, and I appreciate everyone in the chat. It has been an amazing show. Thank you very much. We ran way longer than usual, but there was a lot of trades to talk about, and we all had opinions on them. I still think the Bears overcompensated to get Sweat. I still think that the most underrated move was the Vikings move to get a quarterback that could start for them in a week or two. Because with Kirk Cousins going out, and they should be by all standards, because I said this defense would come around with Brian Flores coaching it, despite the talent, that it would be mid-season when it came back around. And I said that in the offseason. And that's exactly what was happening. And I never want to see somebody's main guy go down. We all made jokes about Aaron Rodgers with his last completed pass went to Kirby Joseph, and he had 5 snaps in that game.
Fuck
And you went,
that. Fuck Aaron Rodgers.
and 5.
Oh shit, man!
Fuck you, Aaron
Hey,
Rodgers.
he is great. Hey, he is silly.
Ayahuasca.
He's silly. Oh my mama.
I had a guy at the music festival all fucked up with ayahuasca, looking for the rest of his ayahuasca.
Okay,
And the Lions are Super Bowl contenders, people.
Yeah,
wait,
motherfucker.
I want to address that anyways.
Yeah.
Wait.
But you know what?
Hi.
Or not the East. The NFC's not that good. But you know what? Neither is the AFC.
I mean, there's only two
We
great
lose-
teams in the NFC right now. In the AFC. 2 of them. The other ones are okay.
We lose to the Bills in the Super Bowl. Congratulations, Bills.
Bears
Man, yeah,
fans
right.
over.
The Bills
Wait,
choke artists in it. Don't put
wait.
that
You-
juju
This
on us.
is
Damn.
funny. Let me
Only
read
team
it.
the Bills could ever beat in the Super Bowl for the next 500
God,
years.
Jeremy's trying
And
to
still not
speak.
win. But anyways, Bears fans overcompensating because they can't break a wet Cheerio after downing a bottle of Viagra.
Oh God.
That was harsh, but funny. Oh, thank you, everybody. Just remember, try every day to be a better person than you were the day before. That's the only way you can make the world a better place. It starts within here. Love y'all. Have a great evening.